One big bus was the one which was developed in an accident. The three remaining vehicles are dead. However, due to the shock, all the four drivers took off and disappeared, leaving our children.
Parents also questioned why the government did not deploy helicopters to airlift critically injured children to Mulago National Referral Hospital in the time for emergency treatment. Makinde Sabagabo Town Clerk Moses Etmong, Mayor Galabuzi Sozi and the President's representative Simon Peter Mawerere were among the first officials to arrive at the school.
As office of the town clerk and Makinde Sabagabo, any school, primary, secondary, private government, those schools shall be allowed to conduct external tour outside Makinde Sabagabo without a due process has been concluded.
We have a tragedy that befell our municipality. We've lost over a number of kids. Here I'm not certain with the exact number, but rumors have it that over 20. We're still coalescing with the people in Kapchorwa to find out the exact number of people who have lost their lives. We are very sorry. We send sympathy and condolences to the bereaved families that have lost the young ones. The school, the director has also lost his life.
The leaders comforted grieving parents, assuring them that the government was doing everything possible to support the affected families.
School which had 8 students involved in the accident, we are reliably informed that between 19 and 23 are reported to have died, but we have not yet confirmed. But the good thing is that the government has taken over and have gone to the scene in Kapchorwa to see how best they can bring the dead bodies and those ones who survived. In the meantime, we thank the Ministry of Education because they have suspended all of the school tours all over the country. And particularly for this school, as parents are being screened, the school will be closed for 2 weeks, such that at least we get to know what next.
They also announced the temporary closure of the school and the suspension of school study tours. At around midday, Acting Minister for Education, Dr. John Chrysostom Muyingo, arrived at the school, inspected the premises and later addressed the parents.
Basi eyabadde n'abaana 107 bebafunye accident era accident yabayisizza bubi. Baana 21 bakakasiddwa nti baafudde. Abaana 21 emirambo gyabwe ne gitwalibwa mu ddwaliro e Kapchorwa.
Minister Muyingo announced that the government had suspended all school study tours nationwide until investigations into the accident are completed and new safety guidelines are put in place. He extended condolences to the families and said the government was doing everything possible to ensure that survivors receive the best medical care.
May their souls rest in peace and may God comfort the deceased families. But in relation to that, ICT and National Guidance Minister Justin Lumumba has conveyed government's condolences to families affected by the Kapchorwa school bus crash and assured them of medical care, counseling and burial support. Addressing the media at Uganda Media Center, Lumumba said government is reviewing school transport and travel regulations to improve learner safety and prevent similar tragedies.
So if there is any officer, whether political or technical, who relaxed on the job, was going to be held accountable. And that team that is going to work on this issue, as they look at the guidelines to fill up the gaps, they will also be able to look at where was laxity at what point, so that this issue is handled. The issue of police not being part of the team, already police was part of the meeting that we had in the Ministry of Education and Sports this morning. So they are part of this, of us, and they will also answer to the country why did they let this vehicle move all the way from Kampala, passing all of the districts up to Kapchorwa. And they are part of the technical teams that are going to be held accountable. So those who were on duty yesterday will have to account. But also, those who are saying, yes, you had these guidelines issued by the Ministry of Education and Sports and even on their website, but how come implementation was still, or enforcement was still an issue? You remember very well when the President took oath on the 12th of January. When we had taken oath as ministers, he came out with a strong voice and said, this is Chisanja, no sleep. Chisanja, no corruption. So when we are talking about Chisanja, no sleep, in our development plan 4, we are supposed to have the 10-fold growth strategy. So whatever you do in the ministry, you are supposed to do times 4. Not only resources, but also the efforts you put in and time.
President Yoweri Museveni has been commended by members of parliament for his commitment and pragmatic leadership, which they say has helped transform Uganda's economy from a predominantly peasant economy to a money economy. During a plenary sitting held to debate and appreciate the 2026 State of the Nation address, Lieutenant General Sam Kavuma, the Uganda People's Defence Forces representative in Parliament, praised the President for empowering communities through practical knowledge and development initiatives. We have a report.
During his State of the Nation address delivered on 4th June 2026 at Koro Ceremonial Grounds, President Yoweri Museveni explained the development model he introduced in communities within the cattle corridor stretching south of River Nile from River Kagera to Chiriandongo. The President cited the family of George Matongo of Ngoma in Nakaseke district as one of the success stories. He said that between 1986 and 1989, the government encouraged communities to prioritize dairy farming and large-scale beef ranching as key enterprises.
The infrastructure is not so good, but you can see they are having a lot of money. That particular one is selling 900 liters of milk per day. The price is low, it's not high, but they still get 21 million shillings a month. You can see that girl there, she's educated.
President Museveni also referred to the late Magaga, father of UPDF representative Lieutenant General Sam Kavuma, saying the family benefited from the model. He noted that although Magaga was earning money, he initially lacked guidance on how best to invest it.
Indeed, our late comrade Magaga, the father of Kavuma, came to me and told me that he did not know what to do with the money. When they started getting money from the milk, he couldn't believe it. He came and said, a citizen should be reimbursed. Because the milk people are paid every 15 days. They are paid. And this had never happened in Magaga's life. She had never seen it. That a villager is being paid every 15 days, being paid.
During a parliamentary plenary convened to appreciate the President's State of the Nation address, UPDF representative Lieutenant General Sam Kavuma said he's a direct beneficiary of the model. He explained that his community traditionally depended on cattle keeping but lacked the knowledge to effectively manage natural resources, often moving with changing conditions instead of adapting them for productivity.
Cattle keepers, it rains here, they settle, they water their cows. When it dries, they don't know that you can tap this water and harvest it, and then they follow where it rains. My background, my parents moved from Kazo now to Buekura in Mbende, to Buremezi in Ngoma, that's where I was born 64 years ago, to Gomba, to Zimbabwe, back to Ankole.
To say we are going to mobilize the Banyankole to stop nomadism. Other people refuse to help us. Museveni gave us 20 shillings.
Lieutenant General Kavuma also highlighted another aspect of the president's address, in which President Museveni reflected on the state of Uganda's economy in 1986, describing a country with poor infrastructure and heavy dependence on imported goods.
In 1986, the whole country was collecting only 5 billion. That is the country the president took over, where all the essential commodities were being gotten from outside. No roads, no infrastructure, up to, from 1986 up to about 2006, after insurgency. Then the third phase was now the economy taking off with so many factories, with everything.
He urged members of parliament to draw lessons from the president's leadership, saying effective leadership is not determined by position or the amount of resources available, but by commitment, vision, and pragmatic decision-making. I'm Nafka Farida, reporting in Kampala.
Thank you, Namfuka Farida. The Anti-Corruption Court has charged Bulambuli District Engineer Paul Walimbwa and the Senior Medical Officer at Muyembe Health Center 4, Dr. Mohamed Richard, with causing financial loss to government and abuse of office. The two officials were arrested last week following a monitoring and evaluation exercise conducted by the Ministry of Local Government.
Bulambuli District Engineer Paul Walimbwa, 41, and Dr. Mulongo Muhammad Richard, 44, a senior medical officer attached to Muyembe Health Center 4, have appeared before the Anti-Corruption Magistrates Court to answer charges of corruption following their recent arrest. The two were arrested last week by a joint security team working together with officials from the Ministry of Local Government and the State House Anti-Corruption Unit during a nationwide monitoring and evaluation exercise on the utilization of government projects and public funds. Appearing before Chief Magistrate Christopher Opiti, the two were presented on separate charge sheets. Paul Walimbwa was charged with 1 count of causing financial loss to government and 1 count of abuse of office.
Knowing or having reason to believe that such act would cause financial loss of Uganda shillings 20,120,000 to Bulambuli District Local Government, thereby committing.
On a separate charge sheet, Dr. Mulongo Muhammad Richard, the senior medical officer attached to Muyembe Health Center for Bulambuli District, was also charged with causing financial loss to government and abuse of office.
Being employed by Bulambuli District Local Government as senior medical officer in charge Muyembe Health Center 4, in abuse of authority of this office, did an arbitrary act prejudicial to the interests of Bulambuli District Local Government when he caused the irregular construction of a pit latrine at Muyembe Health Center 4 in contravention of the...
According to the prosecution, Walimbwa, while serving as a district engineer for Bulambuli District Local Government, allegedly caused or directed the supply of door frames and window casements in excess of the quantities required for the construction of the district administration block. Prosecution contains that he knew or had reason to believe that his action will cause financial loss of over 2 million to the district local government. Prosecution further alleges that Dr. Mulongo negligently disregarded the procurement and the disposal procedures under the PPDA Act by overseeing the construction of a pit latrine at a cost of 7 million Ugandan shillings without following the prescribed procurement process. The prosecution says the project resulted in the loss of public funds, as the pit latrine has never become operational since its construction. Both the accused pleaded not guilty to the alleged offences
Center 4, Bulambuli.
Raymond Mugisha, who appeared for the prosecution, informed court that investigations are still ongoing and requested for more time to conclude the inquiries. The court granted their request. Chief Magistrate Christopher Opito remanded Paul Walimbwa and Dr. Mulongo Muhammad Richard to Ruzila Government Prison until August 3, 2026. The accused were represented by lawyers Faith Ruchivia and Monica Namoganza. The duo were arrested last week during a nationwide monitoring and evaluation exercise conducted by a joint team of security agencies, the Ministry of Local Government and the State House Anti-Corruption Unit, to assess the implementation of government projects and the utilization of public funds. Deborah Namamonde, Viola Nance Suga, UBC News.
In relation to that, the National Resistance Movement has opened a fresh front in the fight against corruption within its structures in northern Uganda. Chairman NRM Chairperson for Northern Uganda, Dennis Hamson Obua, has held a closed-door meeting in Apache district to address allegations of mismanagement of party funds amounting to 186 million Uganda shillings.
Mismanagement.
The NRM's fight against corruption has entered a new phase in northern Uganda. The NRM Vice Chairperson for Northern Uganda, Dennis Hamson Obua, together with officials from the party secretariat, held a closed-door meeting with the Extended District Executive Committee in Apache District. The meeting sought to address internal conflicts and allegation of mismanagement of party funds, reportedly amounting to 186 million shillings. Apache NRM Chairperson Talibo Kabo acknowledges receipt of the money but says he handed it over to party officials to facilitate NRM activities. However, questions were raised over the accountability presented, with the discrepancies reportedly noted in the signatories.
To recommend for further investigation the NRM District Registrar Apache and all involved by Uganda Police Force. 2. The current signatories to NRM account for Apache District be temporarily discharged of their mandates as signatories and be replaced.
Obua says the fight against corruption must start within the NRM, urging districts with the similar concerns to formally report to the party secretariat. And as the meeting ended, NRM members could be visibly seen moving out of the venue making calls, a scene that has sent a strong signal within the party structures across northern Uganda.
This today addresses the much concern of the local leaders down, the party leaders down, who were not sure if the party monies that would be sent this time to facilitate the LC1 and Women Council election would reach them. Today we give them the greatest assurance that not even a coin will stop on the way.
And make it known.
Obua says transparency will be key in restoring trust and confidence among NRM members in the region. Ediulwa, UBC News.
Now, in recent updates in regards to the Kapchorwa accident, the death toll from the King David Junior School Ndeje accident has risen to 24, up from 21 fatalities recorded last night. 3 bodies have been taken to Mbale Regional Referral Hospital, while the other 21 remain at Kapchorwa General Hospital. Meanwhile, the largest number of survivors is currently receiving treatment at Mbale Regional Referral Hospital, where doctors say several children are showing signs of recovery. According to the acting director of Mbale Regional Referral Hospital, Dr. Baifa Awinyo, the situation at the facility is not yet alarming, with many of the injured children responding well to treatment. He adds that most parents have already arrived in Mbale to cater to their children. The Minister of Local Government, Balam Barugahara, who visited the hospital last night, returned this evening to assess the situation and check on the progress of the survivors. So far, Mbale Regional Referral Hospital is handling 3 bodies from the accident, including that of the driver, while continuing to provide medical care to the injured children.
gentleman and the key.
The gentleman, the one he picked from, the one who was picked from...
Yes, who's likely to have been the driver, because I saw him driving from it. For the stable and cautious. Okay, treatment.
And their parents come?
Yes, their parents.
Parents have come?
Yes. Then you have this, the parents around, that one. They came in a funny...
I want to thank God that you have survived. I pray for you, and you'll be okay. I came in last night and checked on you. You have not got clothes. They should give you clothes and you change. They didn't bring clothes. They should go and get clothes there on the road and you change. Pray for you. You'll be okay. You'll be fine.
I hope you know Hamza.
We received a total of 48 children here at Mbale. Initially we got 32 in the night, and then the other 16 additional came from Kaiserem Health Center 4, and we lost 2 on arrival in our emergency unit, and we lost 1 more adult in the morning. So we have 2 adults and 1 child, and the other 45 patients who came in here were alive, and we had 5 critical ones who are still under critical care in our casualty, and we had 4 lined up for emergency surgery, for emergency operations through the night and up to this afternoon. I'm happy that the team here at Mbale Regional Referral Hospital, which was led by our Chief Surgeon, Mr. Elijah Moses, has been able to work on the children successfully. Most of them had severe head injury. We have so far 2 children in our ICU here at Mbale. One has head injury, and then the second child had open abdominal injury with all the gut out, and our surgical team was able to effectively reconstruct this child. And the other children that underwent surgery are now stable. We had one particular girl child who had severe pelvic injury, and all her private parts and anything in the pelvis was messed up. I'm very happy with my team led by Dr. Richard Gamukama, who managed to successfully reconstruct this little girl, and she is stable in our surgical ward now as I speak. At the moment, the most critical in our ward here is the one child. He's called Simon Peter. He is still on a ventilator. All the rest are off the ventilator. They're able to breathe on their own under the support of our critical care nurses here.
So the driver survived?
No. The driver did not survive. He died on arrival at our emergency here, and we were able to identify him by his national ID and his driving permit in the morgue.
So some parents have already started collecting their bodies from Kapchorwa. In Kapchorwa we have 20 plus 1, the principal of the school. Should they need support from government to do it for them, we can do it still. Government is willing to support whatever support we shall give, we shall. But the accident was a miracle. This one, we have this young man. Yes. I remember him last night. Yes. I'm happy he's taking ice cream now.
The National Resistance Movement has launched a nationwide mobilization and monitoring exercise ahead of the forthcoming Local Council 1 and Women Council elections, and dispatched senior party leaders and cadres across the country to coordinate campaign activities and support its flag bearers. Speaking at the NRM Secretariat in Kampala, NRM top leaders, led by Deputy Secretary General Rose Namayanja Nsereko, said the team will help consolidate party support at the district's. Women Council elections are slated for 23rd July and the LC1 elections on 28th July.
Now today what has happened is that the Secretary General has instituted a team of leaders, starting with the party secretariat leaders, all of us, and the other party cadres, to go as sub-regional coordinators who will be supervised by the Central Executive Committee members. We are moving across the entire country. One, we shall start with a sub-regional meeting that will be held for NRM chairpersons at the district, administrative secretaries, registrars, and members of parliament to give them our roadmap and to clarify on all the other issues that we are going to follow. And from there, the party leaders at district level, together with these teams, will go at sub-county level to meet the NRM leaders at sub-county level, plus our flag bearers who will come at the sub-county for more information and mobilization. And then on the 22nd, the NRM party will hold barazas across the entire country in each and every village. There will be meetings to campaign for our flag bearers and to ensure there is harmony and unity among the NRM members.
I'm calling upon all the NRM members, the NRM family. Remember, if you don't go to vote, you will have denied your party this vote. We mobilize people to ensure they are registered in the EC registers, and I know many of our people went for this registration. We have flag bearers already, so we must make sure that on the days of elections, especially the women, please, don't miss out on the 23rd to go and vote for your woman, the woman you think will be in charge of your issues in the village. And then on the 28th for the chairman LC1.
All going to be held on the same day, and that is the 22nd. The 22nd are the village meetings.
The Patriotic League of Uganda's Secretary General Fadil Twaha has called on PLU leaders and coordinators in Chegegwa district to strengthen PLU grassroots structures, promote patriotism, and serve as a bridge between citizens and government to foster national unity. The call was made during a meeting between the Patriotic League of Uganda Secretariat and delegates from the Toro sub-region at the Pressure Group headquarters in Naguru, Kampala, where discussions focused on strengthening mobilization, unity, and implementation of the League's programs.
We want to make sure we have clean structures that will lead our country to prosperity. So I want to tell you, let us work together. Let's support PLU. Every shilling stolen out of government is jobs not being there for our youth. It affects, you see, corruption in our country has affected service delivery. At least 80%.
As members of the Patriotic League of Uganda, we remain guided by our core values of patriotism, discipline, unity, integrity, and selfless service. These are not merely words, but principles that should define our character, leadership, and service to our communities and to our country. And when we talk about those ideals, they are the ideals that we stand for as PLU, and they are ideals I can see all of you believe in those ideals.
Land is a big challenge. I came to the parliament with a big challenge in the area of land. I think you've seen tears dropping in this same place because of the land issues.
Many complaints from Chegegwa on land issues. So if we can sit with General to guide us on how we can sit with the judiciary, see how they can reduce the backlog of court issues. You find a case is in court for 20 years. People cannot support PLU when they are being evicted. So I'm of the view that you see how best you can help us as PLU since we are coming to government.
The time for us to meet the president, first we can articulate, we can expound, we can give brief to the issues that Chegegwa faces that are challenging development.
Let us help our country to be better. Twebaza nnyo pulezidenti w'eggwanga nti yalaze ettaala n'aggyayo ekintu ky'ettaka nti bakyamani wano babadde baakuka babulooka.
In a new development, over 1,000 Ugandans repatriated from South Africa are receiving free medical screening and treatment at the National Leadership Institute in Chankwanzi as part of their rehabilitation program. The Ministry of Health says the exercise is aimed at identifying and treating health conditions before the returnees are reintegrated into their communities.
For the past 2 weeks, more than 1,000 Ugandans repatriated from South Africa have been undergoing ideological orientation and rehabilitation at the National Leadership Institute in Chankwanzi. Alongside the training, the Minister of Health has established a medical camp to provide comprehensive health screening and treatment for the returnees, many of whom arrived with various health concerns. Today's exercise saw more than 150 people screened for diseases including malaria, tuberculosis, HIV, and other infectious illnesses.
The troublesome illnesses has been malaria, especially these people who have come from South Africa have not been experiencing malaria in South Africa. So when they came here, a lot of changes took place because the weather condition changed. And when they came, it was a little bit dusty. So people have been coughing, children contracted malaria.
Health officials say the screening exercise is intended to ensure that returnees receive the necessary treatment before returning to their communities, while also safeguarding public health. The Commissioner for Patriotism Secretariat at State House, Helen Seku, says the Minister of Health was engaged to establish the medical camp so that the returnees' health status could be assessed before they reintegrate with a wider population.
Because we didn't want these people to go and mix up in the community when we don't know their statuses for the different diseases. Yes, them having been out of the country for a long time, we needed to know how they are doing health-wise. We want to thank the Ministry of Health for being so patriotic that when we called upon them to come and test our trainees, they did not hesitate, they did not charge any money.
Beneficiaries of the camp have welcomed the initiative, saying the free screening and treatment have given them hope and addressed health challenges they could not easily afford to treat.
And this country is hot. We left that side when it was cold. When we reached here, it's hot. So we experienced a flu, But at the moment, I got a medication. They have been giving us medication. If you're having flu, you go, they give you medication. If you're HIV, you go, they treat you.
The returnees are expected to complete their rehabilitation program on Sunday, July 19th, before returning to their respective districts, where they will be supported to participate in the various government wealth creation initiatives as they rebuild their lives. Bernard Higa, UBC.
Competition for the position of local council chairperson in Nansana sub-county has gained more momentum and strategy as the vetting process approaches, with each candidate coming with a different style for their opponents.
Candidates contesting for various local council chairperson positions across different zones in Nansana municipality have displayed different campaign strategies as they turned up for nomination. Among them are Nathan Bogere, popularly known as Pakacha, who is contesting for chairperson of Kazo Central Zone 2, Godfrey Kabenge, seeking re-election as chairperson of Nawel South Cell 2, Musa Kanakulia, contesting for chairperson of Nawel South Cell 3, and several other candidates. Nathan Bogere, popularly known as Pakacha, who is seeking the chairperson seat for Kazo Central Zone 2, demonstrated strength during his nomination by arriving with a group of energetic youth drummers and a convoy of vehicles that escorted him throughout the village. Bogere, who is also the incumbent chairperson, urged residents to give him another term, saying his previous term was a period of learning and that he is now fully prepared to deliver more effective leadership. Miss Oliver Msisi, who recently joined the NRM from DP and is contesting for the chairperson position in Naweru, said her priority will be improving government service delivery to ensure it reaches every citizen if elected.
abalwadde mbadde mbajjanjaba nakola eddwaliro amakubo mbadde ngakola buli kimu mbadde nkituukiriza nga abatuuze bwe baagala ensonga lwaki bansabye era nkomewo omulundi guno byonna mbikoze ngenda kwongereza ku ebyo ngenda nakuuma ebyo bye nakola.
Meanwhile, the NRM Deputy Secretary General Rose Namayanja Nsereko has implored the public to vote for NRM flag bearers in order to ensure effective service delivery from government.
So as a party, we want to call upon members to elect the NRM flag bearers, not just because they are NRM, but that they are people who are going to work with the government to ensure that the NRM manifesto is implemented. That LOC1 chairman who is NRM, he doesn't have any problem. He has all the comfort to engage other government leaders, be it sub-county chiefs, be it LOC3 chairpersons who are NRM, but also the officers of the RDC and other stakeholders.
Joseph Chigozigola, UBC Tonight.
A new variant of Ebola Bundibujo virus disease has been discovered by scientists, presenting another challenge for more research in terms of diagnostics and treatment. According to the chairperson of the Interdisciplinary Consortium on Epidemics Research, Professor Wilbur Sabiti, the new variant is the one currently affecting the people in the DRC.
Scientists have been presented with another challenge as Ebola Bundibujo virus presents a new variant. Research conducted by the Interdisciplinary Consortium on Epidemics Research in collaboration with scientists from Canada shows that the new variant is the one affecting DRC.
So in the Lancet, we published a paper that shows that this new outbreak in the DRC, which spilled over to Uganda, is caused by a new variant of the Bundibujo virus, Ebola virus, and this variant is different from the virus that caused the 2007 outbreak that happened here in Bundibujo. If you may remember, that was the outbreak that first described this type of Ebola strain, and that's when it was named Bundibujo Ebola virus, because the outbreak happened in the Bundibujo district. So this new outbreak is caused by a strain that is different from the 2007, so it has got some mutations that are different. It's also different from the 2012 outbreak that happened in the DRC, so it's kind of a new strain because it acquired several mutations that are not existing in the former outbreaks 2007 and 2012.
The scientists say the new variant of Ebola Bundibujo is difficult to be detected early, explaining why the DRC has had more confirmed cases of Ebola.
The symptoms, what we've had from the beginning, people starting with like abdominal pain, so other things which are also caused by other diseases. So it was not easy for the doctors to suspect it quickly. So the usual things we know, like bleeding and others, they were coming late when somebody is actually about to die, or is already been in contact with other people. So it's been presenting with mild symptoms, which you can think maybe it's malaria, or it's maybe some other stomachache or whatever.
The findings present a new challenge for more research in the areas of diagnostics and treatment.
Understanding the genome of the virus helps to understand, okay, is this virus going to escape the medicines that we currently are using, and two, the vaccines which are being manufactured, they're going to be able to neutralize and stop this infection, and the diagnostics, because when the genome changes, because diagnostics normally target certain parts of the virus. So if that part changes, the diagnosis may no longer detect. So it's important, and now those who are developing diagnostics can be able to see, to develop the best targets to be able to identify the virus.
According to the scientists, the World Health Organization will decide whether the new variant of the Ebola individual virus will be given a name. Adia Nakote, UBC.
And that's it for today. Till the next episode.
Like a daily bando, like a daily bando, like a daily bando. Omuliro nguwulira muli mu mutima kukankana like drums. Kalakata, kalakata, enendungu ya kusabula. Mikono tu, free of fire, free of fire, free of fire.
There's a new way to keep your breath fresh all day. Introducing Movit All Day Toothpaste, meant to give you powerful night gum defense and teeth whitening. The charcoal flavor gives you deep cleansing and power stain removal. And the herbal delivers natural strength for healthy, confident smiles. Choose Movit All Day Toothpaste and enjoy freshness all day.
Without a fear, stepping hard on every rock. I'm making my world just like I always wanted. Living further and beyond, growing up every day is the goal that I made up for me. That's why I believe in you, Inco, and that's why I'm always looking for you, Inco. That's why I believe in you.
The Electoral Commission informs the public that the nomination of candidates for the election of Village Council LC1 chairpersons will take place from Wednesday 15th July to Sunday 19th July 2026. The nomination of candidates shall take place at the respective sub-county or town council or municipal division headquarters beginning at 9 a.m. and ending at 5 p.m. on each day. The Commission urges all aspirants and their supporters to carefully note the following. An aspirant shall be a person ordinarily resident in the village where he or she intends to contest. The aspirant must be 18 years of age or above. The aspirant must be a citizen of Uganda and a registered voter on the respective village council register. No academic qualifications shall be required for nomination as a candidate for election of village chairperson. No nomination fee shall be required for nomination as a candidate for this election. The Electoral Commission encourages all eligible Ugandans who wish to contest for the office of Village LC1 chairperson to prepare the required documentation and present themselves for nomination within the designated period. Members of the public are also urged to support a peaceful, orderly and a lawful nomination process by observing all Electoral Commission guidelines. Announced by Justice Byabaka Mamugenyi Simon, Chairperson, Electoral Commission.
We don't need anyone's permission to move forward. What we need is the power to do it our way. Spiro is not your typical EV company. It's the power grid for African ambition. A network that connects Nairobi to Kigali, Lagos to Lome, Dar to Kampala. Not with cables and wires, but with clean, quiet, relentless movement. This is Africa, powered by us.
The parent is Tuliahewa Dixon. And the child is Ani Tuliahewa Esther.
Kambera gwete kwa mchisha isha watu yahewa Esther wahangura school fees ngeni na hateja shana amashemero kwa gonka MTN momo eberewo mbeni nyegasta igana kaga ni tano sta manana 0 hash kushashura mwana school fees tokoma nyo muchisheri zagwijo wanje ninga nchaka ngwasa kuzo wawe mwebare munonga.
Introducing the all-new Roofing's TMX 500C rebars with cut and bend surfaces. Roofing's, strength of a nation.
Alo.
Yesebo mwami mukasa.
Mutyaneyo.
Yono broka.
Yenze broka wa mayumba.
Bangambye ne nyumba za mwenunjiko.
Kituufu. Oyagala bisenge bimeka?
Nga bisatu.
Ebbeeyi bagigambye.
Bangambye saa 5.
Nedda ssebo eno zaali nnyamuuko.
Lwaki?
Anti langi gye tusiigisa ya mulembe. Kati ne value y'ekitundu yalinnya.
Musiigisa ki?
Global Paints.
Mutya.
Ku ceiling tukozesa Global Mat. Ate munda ne tukozesa Global Silk Vinyl.
Singa kwetaga wabweru.
Wabweru tukozesa Global Weather Coat Emulsion.
Owa. Kusiiga gye musiiga. Ogwo omutindo ogusasulira essente zonna.
Guli wumite.
Global Paint, a reliable product.
Every life begins in a moment like this. Certain, planned, full of promise. For us, it's a bold ambition to make lives better. Because somewhere, someone is stepping into a world of work for the first time with the confidence that their retirement is taken care of. We make dreams possible. From owning homes to scaling businesses. And when health takes an unexpected turn, help is there when it's needed most. And because legacies matter, what people build does not end with them. It's passed on. We value moments with and backed our nation. To us, it's more than saving. It's believing in effort, in patience, in possibility. It's making lives better. We believe in you, in us, and in Uganda.
NSSF, 40 years of making lives better.
They share an office. Some work in the day, some at night. What they have in common: focus, dedication. That's what makes them champions. They also share something else: the reward of being one. The official beer of the FIFA World Cup 2026. Not for persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Welcome back from the break. News Tonight continues. Now, industry proprietors in Namambe Industrial Park have called for fast completion of internal roads infrastructure inside the park to ease transportation. They made the remarks during the Presidential CEO Forum second information tour in Namambe today. We'll return to that in our second segment. In more news, Nakaseke district is grappling with poor recovery of parish development model funds, despite billions of shillings being disbursed to thousands of beneficiaries. District officials warn that the low repayment rate is threatening the sustainability of the revolving fund, which is intended to support more households.
Nakaseke district has so far received 29 billion shillings
under the parish development model. Of this, 25 billion shillings has been disbursed to 25,462 beneficiaries through 71 PDM circles. However, the district is facing a poor recovery rate with only 0.23% of the funds recovered so far.
We have so far received money from 20 PDM circles who have paid via Wendy, and it is worth 356,000. That's so far we have received on our, as per the system to date.
Officials attribute the low recovery to misconceptions among the beneficiaries who mistakenly believe the funds were government grants rather than loans that must be repaid.
Previously people thought maybe this money was not for paying back, though they got it as a loan, but some were having that misconception, thinking that maybe the money is not for paying back.
District leaders say they will begin enforcing repayment against beneficiaries who fail to pay back the funds voluntarily.
But many beneficiaries, we are trying now, we are on the stage of mobilizing them to repay back. What is the challenge is about diversion of the money. They get the money and they use it for other things. They don't put in the intended projects.
Under the PDM guidelines, beneficiaries are expected to repay the funds after 2 years so that the money can be revolved and extended to other eligible households. Mary Akrut for UBC.
Makerere Institute for Social Development, a certified institution for higher learning, invites applicants for certificates and diploma courses like accounting and finance, procurement, journalism, tailoring and fashion design, with many other skills-tailored courses.
Our institution is compliant. First of all, it is recognized by National Council for Higher Education. We are certified. The registration number is UBD 187.
Tested and tried since 1995, Makerere Institute for Social Development is your solution when it comes to quality education.
You may apply for January, May, August intakes. Find us along Sir Apollo Kagwa Road, opposite Makerere University Sports Ground. Our tuition is affordable with a state-of-art facilities. Early birds stand a chance to grab themselves bursaries. MISD or Makerere Institute for Social Development, facilitating your career.
Now, I&M Bank Uganda has launched a new customer-focused campaign dubbed On Your Side, which is alongside a 3-year partnership with Olympic champion Joshua Cheptegei.
The campaign was unveiled at Kampala Serena Hotel and is aimed at reinforcing the bank's commitment to supporting customers at every stage of their personal and business journeys. As part of the initiative, I&M Bank has also introduced a new podcast series, A Chat with the I&M Bank CEO, that is hosted by the Chief Executive Officer, Robin Bayasto. The debut episode features Cheptegei, who was also unveiled as the face of the campaign. Speaking at the launch, Bayasto said the campaign reflects the bank's belief that success is built through trusted partnerships and a deep understanding of customers' aspirations.
Our pledge is to stand with every customer and provide them with the support that they need at every stage. Being on your side extends beyond banking. It reflects our fidelity to the community that causes the bank to be vested in. Our heart for the community motivates our support for initiatives in health, education, refugee assistance, and other areas where we can make a meaningful difference.
The partnership with the Joshua Cheptegei Foundation will support community projects aligned with the bank's corporate social responsibility priorities, including education, health, and youth empowerment. Cheptegei welcomed the collaboration, saying every journey requires support and that success should be measured not only by personal achievements, but also by the positive impact created in communities.
We want to, work together with I&M Bank to see that we improve the lives of the vulnerable people, especially in sports and community. And we are going to do so many things, especially the noble causes that touches the lives of our community.
The lived commitment. It is our brand promise, but it is our commitment to our customers every day to say that we are here to listen to you, make sure that you are our compass, and that we are providing solutions that actually meet your needs.
As the bank seeks to deliver a consistent customer experience across the region, the On Your Side campaign will initially roll out in Uganda before expanding across I&M Bank's regional markets, including Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, and Mauritius.
And that brings us to the end of our first edition of UBC News Tonight. Thank you for watching. We'll see you back here at 10 p.m. My name's Moureen Babirye. For now, we'll leave you with Jasper I&M now with the weather forecast.
Good evening. Welcome you once again to our daily weather reports. My name is Jasper I&M. Most parts of the country have been receiving isolated light showers, and this is due to the local effects from Lake Victoria and also mountainous areas that are surrounding us. And for the satellite captured today, we have southeasterly winds that are blowing in towards Uganda, and this is going to contribute to isolated light showers in different parts of the country. So let's have a look of how tomorrow is going to be across central region. Very early in the morning, we are anticipating light showers in the southern sector of the central region, while the northern sector it will be partly cloudy. And also eastern parts of the country, we anticipate light showers, especially the southern sector of the eastern and northern parts. It will be partly cloudy. As we go to the western stretch, it will be a very perfect weather with partly cloudy conditions as well as sunny intervals that will dominate. The same in the northern parts of the country. Expect a very clear weather with sunny intervals and partly cloudy conditions. And later on in the afternoon, we anticipate our central region to have some light showers across Ruwelo and also in some parts of like Mitiana as well as in Mubende. And temperatures will be around 28 degrees centigrade up to 29 degrees centigrade across Ruwelo. As we go to the eastern parts of the country, temperatures will shoot from 29 up to 31 degrees Celsius, though light showers will be expected in so many regions. As we go to the western stretch in the afternoon, the southern sector of the western, it will be partly cloudy with sunny intervals, temperatures to be around 23 degrees centigrade across Kigezi Highlands, while the northern sector of the central region, western sector, it will be isolated thunder showers that will be expected. As we go to the northern parts of the country, it's very active with isolated thunder showers, though temperatures are a bit high, around 29 up to 30 degrees centigrade. And for those that are likely to travel across the globe, we have Cairo, partly cloudy conditions with sunny intervals will be expected, and temperatures to be around 38 degrees centigrade, while Dubai, sunny intervals, temperatures to be around 42, as well as Berlin, it will be sunny, temperatures to be around 26. Rio de Janeiro, it will be sunny and temperatures will be around 27, while Tokyo, light showers will be expected, temperatures to be around 32, as well as Washington DC, it will be isolated thunder showers, temperatures to be around 35 degrees centigrade. We thank you so much for the attention you always give to us. Always contact us on our website. Good evening.